giving up a little bit in order to not lose everything, in order to not lose it all. That's the energy for this week for everybody in this collective message, whether this is happening to you or around you, to somebody near you, somebody you're dealing with. I have the Tower with the Three of Swords. This is super intense. This is somebody having a devastating, painful experience. This is a moment where you feel like you're falling into an abyss. It feels like the end of everything. It's super painful and terrible, but we have the King of Pentacles. So there is a saving grace. The saving grace is the King of Pentacles, which is to say we can harvest, we can save some portion of whatever is being destroyed, whatever catastrophe is happening. If we play our cards right, if we're willing to give up a piece of it, we can save the greater portion of it. But it does require that we give up something, and it's a painful something with the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that is the part that we're keeping, okay? So this is the larger part that we've really worked hard to keep. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're in a relationship and it's a long-term relationship, and you've come to a point where something has to give. It hasn't been working and it's painful. Now, in order to salvage some portion of this relationship, maybe it's just reestablishing boundaries, reestablishing some sort of dynamic that works, because we are keeping some portion of it. Maybe you stay living with this person. Maybe you reach a new level of partnership that is more practical. But there is a painful experience that's happening coupled with this because we're giving up maybe a romantic component in order to have a practical component to this relationship. So I'm seeing a lot of practicality, and that comes with some painful emotions attached. Let's pull some oracle. Tell me more about the collective. Wow, this is super interesting. So for the oracle cards, they're telling me it's not just one person around you. This could be happening to many people all around the world. Maybe it's 25% of people are having some sort of devastating catastrophe happen. And it doesn't have to be with regards to a relationship, but in this catastrophe, it is giving up, like I was saying before, something huge, and it's painful in order to salvage some other portion of the whole. Now I have the rabbit tells me that it's happening to a lot of people. That's the rabbit. And then the throne here is just more coupled with the rabbit. It's telling me that there's a lot of people in this boat. That's these two cards together. And then Uranus with the volcano here tells me, yeah, it's a blowout. This is huge, and it's it's almost like a worldwide phenomenon. That's what this is telling me with Uranus, the volcano, the rabbit, and the chariot. It's like a phenomenon that is sweeping across the nation, sweeping across the world, but certainly you might notice it happening around you. Let's pull advice. Wow. So we have the Page of Wands, Strength, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands. This is rip the Band-Aid quick. The faster you rip the Band-Aid off, it's the less pain. It might sting for just a quick second, but the less time you'll have to experience that pain for. And that's really the advice here, is make it a quick sting and just get it the fuck over. You know what I'm saying? It's stressing you out more to have a lingering situation than it is to just get it over with. And the Eight of Wands is getting it over with. The Page of Wands is just doing it, jumping in, diving in along with the Eight of Wands. And the Strength card here is really more telling me that holding off is causing stress because it's next to the Nine of Swords. Waiting is causing more stress, or holding off on this tower, on really facing this tower moment, is causing more stress than it's worth than just pulling off the Band-Aid really quick and dealing with the pain. Anything else for advice from the oracle? We have coal and the sun. It's heavy. There's no way to soften the blow. There's no easy way to get through the situation. It's heavy, and it's going to be painful for someone because the Tower's involved and the Three of Swords is involved, and it's going to be a learning experience for potentially everyone, right? And there's just no way to avoid that because that is part of the learning process. Sometimes lessons don't sink in unless they're attached to an emotion, right? That's what you learn when you're a parent, is that's why people used to spank their kids, right? If you attach an emotion to a lesson, then people will remember it better. And that's really what's happening, is the lesson needs to be learned. There's no way around it. And so this is just how it's going to play out. Your best bet is to make it as quick as possible, to make it as less painful. All right, everyone, that is your reading for today. I hope this resonated for everybody. If it did, don't forget to like the video and follow the channel if you want to see more of these.